And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the third hour of this session. So, Starlight, trouble abound. You've just been injected by a person covertly masquerading as a prisoner here, when in fact they were setting up a trap for you all along.
Okay.
You have just been injected with a certain serum. I would like you to take this custom move. When you get injected with Ares, roll plus danger.
Okay. Just there.
Oh dear. Well, on a hit, you lose yourself in the rage. Someone must administer the cure to bring you back.
Oh boy.
So, yes, you retain full control of your character, but now I would like you to tell me how. What is angry mega buff Hulk smash Starlight like? As
There's
you
a massive amount of echo again.
Yeah, it's actually pretty significant. So basically, you suddenly get like you lose yourself in this like torrent of rage. Everything in front of you like starts turning red and black, and just like you just see shapes, and every shape pisses you off. And you just want to crush it and punch it and destroy it and bite it and like mash things between your fingers. You feel incredibly strong. Meanwhile, White Sparrow,
Yes.
what are you doing?
So the way I imagine it, because Sparrow is also, protecting people, is that we see a series of pictures, of different hallways and rooms, and there's like a white line zooming through them, like pew 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 pew, because as we know, White Sparrow is quite fast. She has super speed. So basically, we see Sparrow zooming from room to room, checking if there is anyone.
Yep.
And if there is someone there, she'll tap them, and they'll be enveloped in an egg, and slowly kind of float out towards a window and float down to the ground.
Alright, so we see like a couple of people being ejected out of the building slowly but surely, just as we saw Starlight like help a couple of people to emergency exits and getting them out and so on. And then as you enter you enter another laboratory, and a couple of people in lab coats have been handcuffed to some kind of like crazy looking advanced machinery. They look up and they look at you and they're like, "Oh, thank God! For a moment I thought this was gonna get hairy." And as the guy says that, Destructo Starlight emerges through the wall of the room. Starlight, in your anger, you've punched something. It turns out it was a wall, and you emerge into a room in which you see a form the shadowy form of White Sparrow, who you really want to punch. What do you do?
Yeah, she's probably still pissed at me.
What do we see Ares Starlight do as they suddenly enter the room?
I hate I have to unmute all the time. Anyway, if she's no longer afraid of her powers, which I guess she isn't because she's just angry, then she's going to embrace them completely. Reality storm abound.
Sweet.
Oh.
So, White Sparrow, into the room emerges a giant lumbering creature, just like the one from before. And for a moment you're like, it's that creature. But then it's totally not. It's dressed in the rags of what Starlight was wearing.
Basically, if it is Starlight, it still looks like just a supercharged hulky Starlight. Because her powers is what she's wearing.
Oh yeah, it looks like this kind of weird body morphed version of Starlight. Like you can
Starlight?
And then new and improved muscle Starlight with grayish skin and empty eyes. seems to muster their power and hurl them at you.
Yeah, I rolled a 9, a hit.
Jeez.
You should spend a team selfishly.
Yeah, I should. And she does so.
Yes.
Alright, so you reality storm up.
Can I defend myself?
You cannot make the defend move with yourself as the target. But you can use your, you can still try to protect yourself, it just won't be defend.
Well,
What if I try to protect myself and the strangers who are tied to the chair?
Well, you can try to do both, I would say. What do you intend to do? As you
Well,
suddenly
basically,
see...
I would prefer to be able to roll savior on this. So if I can, use the defend move to keep them and myself safe from this attack, that would be swell.
I feel like, let's see. In this particular case, what do you imagine you would do?
I think the same white line would quickly zoom over in front of the people because, reality storms tend to not just be confined to a small area.
No,
And
it's
then-
meteors. They've seen it before, and I have a lot of echo too.
And then erect a barrier around them all.
All right, I'll take it. So Starlight, you successfully do this. You bring the reality storm to bear. You will cause a bunch of collateral damage.
Yeah, she isn't really worrying about spending extra burn just to
Alright.
prevent it.
So a bunch of cosmic energy starts sawing the room in twain, and destroy a bunch of other stuff. You guys nearby, you're fighting in a couple of rooms away, essentially. Suddenly experience what is unmistakably Starlight's powers, shoot beams of cosmic crackling energy through the room, and the entire thing is awash in these creepy comic book power effects like Kirby Crackle and so on. As you can definitely all feel Starlight go definitely is unleashing her powers. Why don't we have you roll to see if you can defend these people, White Sparrow?
Sure.
Right, success. So, as this happens, you manage to erect a barrier around you and keep the psychic shield up to protect yourself and these people. But you can feel Starlight just hammer away on the outside of it, and this is a temporary measure.
Oh, you should be so happy that I just didn't give her the overwhelm your foe as her last advancement.
I feel sorry. Can you say something for me?
Come again?
You guys can hear me talk because I've had some
Yes.
mic issues. Okay, I just want to point out that Daniel, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Go on.
Do not ever, under any circumstances, use the word erect anything in when talking about Rasmus. Please, I have to live with the man.
I mean, I'm taking that as an invitation. So, as you erect your barrier,
No!
it stands majestic,
No!
hard and unyielding against the oncoming assault.
Yeah, I think
As
Sparrow
Starlight,
definitely calls out to Starlight. Starlight, what are you doing?
what is primitive angry Starlight's response? Aside from shouting, do you think you have a response other than shouting?
I think her only response is just die.
Nice.
And as she is in her I'm gonna murder everything, it's kind of echoey, as if it's coming from the entire room. Because it is cosmic energies, which means it will reverberate throughout the entire house and the others would hear it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, well that's something. I think whatever else Diamond has been doing, she immediately changes direction to find Starlight immediately.
So this is where I will pull the cord on the on Finn's earlier role when he engaged this thing in combat. So as you have like been having fisticuffs as this is happening, you've wound up kind of nearby to where this is going on, and as I'm guessing Nightshade, you've kind of been following them as they've been bowling through the building.
Yeah.
You kind of like both Vigil, Diamond, and Nightshade find yourself in a position where you can see what appears to be a man wearing a white summer dress, walking away from a bunch of people that remain like a cluster of people tied to a column. Not all of them are free. Nearby a very sophisticated-looking bomb, as he's walking up a series of steps, swiping a security card in a secure-looking door and walking through it.
Can I use my power to catch him up? Catch up to him.
Well, you are fast, so
Godly fast.
Yeah, you can try to use your power.
Or
Yeah.
Or I either catch up to him or just lasso his neck, basically, and drag him to me.
Roll to unleash your powers.
Is it the time? No.
Nope.
Damn it. There was a 1 in there.
All right.
Unleash the powers. Yeah.
Mark a condition, or I will tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
I'll mark a condition.
All right, so you managed to catch him up. So we see the door like slide shut. As this guy's like walking through the door, it's like, well, there we go, and he expects to be alone, and then he like does a double take, and you're in the room. Like,
And what I will do, I will
hello.
mark angry. And I will grab him by the throat.
My youngster, have you no respect for your elders? And
slam into the wall.
Yeah, you feel as you like move to slam him into the wall, you feel a sudden burning sensation in your abdomen as he kicks you, and when he like pulls his foot back, the beautiful white high heel he's wearing has like a kick blade attached to it.
Okay.
He rests himself from your grasp and like, don't know, kind of moves back away from you. He's like, don't you think you have more pressing concerns?
Okay, so what's that? Is that him just stabbing me, basically?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, sure. I would say unless the blade is really like something weird and it just like bends on my skin, but okay.
You're not preternaturally resilient. You have a special magical armor that you have not do not describe as wearing.
I suppose I do have godly strength, but that's I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, you are superhero resilient, right? You are definitely not just a dude. But yeah, you got stabbed.
I think the only one is there anybody else in the group except for specifically for the bull, who actually has specifically has supernaturally resistant or damage resistance or so on listed as an.
The Nightshade is supernaturally tough, but that's about it. Like everyone else is comic book resilient, which is it goes a long way, but you'll still like get shot or something. Right.
Yeah.
I would
Basically,
be,
everyone else has a weak plot armor.
I would be like, I was wounded and beaten badly. It was in my training, so it would be like
Yeah.
pushing past it. I was like, hilarious. Slam him to the ground.
Yeah, he's free of your grasp right now,
Ah.
and he doesn't seem to be keen to get back in there. So when you look on the guy, he seems kind of old.
Okay.
Has this like a lot of lines in his face that like you can kind of see when you're gazing at it because he seems to have been wiping a lot of powder off his face. And he has this crooked grin. You probably actually recognize him. Maybe you don't. I guess not as he's looking right now. You probably don't. But there's something familiar about this person. So as he's like, it's basically like standing in front of you, swinging a handbag on a finger, with a little bit of your blood dripping from the kick blade on his high heel. As he's like slowly moving further into the room, he's like keeping his eyes on you. He's like, so then, youngster, I don't believe I know you. Shouldn't you introduce yourself?
I like I want to just okay. My name is Punch McLightning, and then I want to use my super speed to just whop him in the face.
Nice. Okay, engage.
Danger, master, danger. Again, 7.
All right. So, what's your choice?
There is the resist or avoid their blows.
Okay, very good. So you come at him and you take a swing, and it connects. The guy like falls and tumbles into the room. And upon doing so, let's see. There we go. So you swipe the guy, you hit him, your blow connects. He falls into the room, and he's like, he like pulls himself up. He spits. He has a cut lip. Clearly not particularly supernaturally resistant. He's like, "Ow, ow, you rude boy." Well, I would say, I guess you want daddy's belt, but that would strictly speaking be completely unfitting how I'm dressing. So I'll just say, die! And he like slams his hand on like a podium next to him. And a filtration system like lodged in the ceiling of this lodged in the ceiling of the laboratory you're in, like turns and starts like just spewing this like cloud, like this miasmic cloud of chemicals. You take a powerful blow as you inhale it. So roll.
Okay. So it's roll plus conditions, isn't it? Yeah.
All right. Take your pick.
Okay. Oh no, that's. It's probably a struggle against the pain.
All right. Mark 2 conditions.
That's like insecure and And guilty.
All right, what do you feel guilty about?
Like I was caught off by a man in a dress who is not clearly not intending to be in a dress.
Ah, I see. We have a.
Yeah.
You're judging him. How dare you? You're supposed to be the new generation.
Yeah. The dress doesn't really suit him.
No, that's true.
It's like he needs to shave his legs.
Yeah, it's actually not like it's not really his style.
Yeah.
I mean, it's full fashion.
Come on, I know how to wear a dress.
All right, so yeah, you cough and struggle past the pain, and like feel kind of awful inhaling this whatever this is. Your vision starts like warping and twisting a bit as you feel your legs like wobble a bit, but you're okay. You're fine. You can take it. As you hear him giggling to himself, running down the facility you've entered. Meanwhile, outside, Nightshade, Diamond. What's up with you guys?
Well, as I said, the Diamond will change directions and go because she hears this reverberation throughout the whole building when Starlight says die. Basically, she just at that moment she changes direction to go to stop whatever that is, because that she knows perfectly well. She's never actually seen. She's never been involved in a fight where this has happened in such a way, but she's heard it from the others. She knows that this is likely to get exceptionally dangerous, and she doesn't want, for one thing, she doesn't want Starlight to be in any kind of danger, but they also did make a promise to one another.
Yep. So we see you you bolt down a nearby hallway, turn a corner, and find in like the kind of like this you have this whirling sensation around you of like the air itself kind of being tugged at by powers mysterious as you gaze into the now a laboratory now with an extra open entrance in the form of a giant gaping hole in the wall, and you see this conflagration of cosmic powers being hurled like slung from a weird looking but definitely still Starlight and just like slung at a barrier that White Sparrow is struggling to keep up, protecting a couple of people in lab coats.
Oh, jeez Christ. Okay, yes.
Yeah, she looks kind of unmistakably like she's turning into the thing you're fighting outside.
She. All right.
And of course,
she looks like she's completely lost her cool, calm, and collective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If Sparrow also sees Diamond, she will call out to her. Diamond, hold her.
All right. Well, Diamond will try to grab and pin Starlight.
All right. Why don't we roll to unleash your powers?
Is that not engaging? She's not really. I mean, I would call that engaging her.
You need to overcome an obstacle. You can't. You're trying to get at Starlight while she's unleashing her reality storm. You can't just simply walk up to her and grab her.
Well, I can if I use my new ability, Unstoppable.
Yeah, you could try it.
Then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for. I'm going to go for. Smash your way through scenery to get to or away from something, and you say there's this is an obstruction.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's like you're walking through the solar winds.
Yep. Well, she is literally trying to punch her way through it by shoving whatever is coming at her to her aside, wedging her way through it. She is using all her considerable, in fact, pretty incredible strength.
She's playing that little game where you're a little ship and you have to kill the aliens that comes down on you. In this case, it's just meteors.
Right now, I'm actually kind of seeing her as Logan trying to get to Jean Grey in that horrible third X-Men movement.
That was a bad movie.
That was a dreadful movie, but that
Alright,
scene is
roll plus
reminiscent here.
I should,
But I
I should try
haven't seen
to
that
power
one.
through it. Roll plus danger.
I will try. And wait a second, because I do have hold over her.
Yeah.
I'm using one.
Okay. You're up to
'Cause
+4.
I really like my +4 here.
So add a modifier of 1.
See. Yeah, I just need to change the hold. So here we go. So I have 1 hold left over Starlight, and then I roll this and there.
There we go.
Holy shit.
So you do it. So we see you like you try to get at her and you realize, no, this isn't gonna cut it right. You're gonna have to bowl through it. And as you like lean into it, we see you start like punching your way through these like cosmic powers.
Yeah.
Basically, you slap energy out of the way as you like just bowl forward step by step by step until you eventually come up close to Starlight.
Yeah.
Now,
kind of imagine that her clothes are getting torn while she does so, not to an indecent level, but still that this is clearly something that, yeah, exactly.
Scraped knees and so on.
Scraped knees and her let's just say it's a good thing that she's wearing a sports bra underneath there.
All right, cool.
Sort of thing. So yeah.
So yeah, you come up on Starlight. Starlight, you like inevitably notice the like this ghostly black shape on the edge of your vision that has something in common with Diamond, as she seems to like come closer, and you kind of just want to beat her. Unless,
I kind of just want to beat her. Would they count as being audience?
Come again?
Huh?
Would everyone looking count as being audience?
No.
Aww.
Think with like right now Starlight is pretty left brain.
Yeah, well then, if she's still coming in, then I'm just going to overcharge what I'm doing.
Alright.
You channel the full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. Spend 2 burn to take a +10 when you unleash your powers.
Alright. So, and you're doing this like as she starts punching her way closer to you. You're like, nope, none of that.
No, because now there's 2 I have to beat down, so I'm gonna keep pounding at the shield and try to reduce Diamond to dust.
Alright. Roll. Wait, so what the power you're using here is to you're unleashing
Unleash
your powers.
powers.
All right.
Yes. And I have +10 to it.
So what, you like firing like a cosmic beam at her or something? Wait, no, actually. So when you unleash your powers, you try to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses.
Yes.
So what does that? What shape does that take in this case?
Well, right now she's overcharging to supercharge her reality storm. Meaning she is basically reshaping her environment because the meteors gets bigger and starts to crush everything around her.
So the form of you supercharging your reality storm, like in my mind's eye, like basically looks like a section of the building being undone and turning into like a whirlwind of rubble. With
Exactly.
you in the center.
And when she does this, it's like she becomes the light that's around her in the picture. So she becomes like the sun, and everything else just blows up.
So
I have a question that I need to ask here, because we never actually I never got out of my role what my power says I should get out of it.
Yeah, so you got up to her, and we are now.
The world breaks before you, and you get what you want. What I wanted was to get to her and pin her.
Yeah, you do get up to her. You definitely do that. The pinning her part is a direct engage.
All right. Okay, no problem.
But you definitely are in a position where you can try that, even though she's doing this. It's just a question of Starlight definitely succeeds at doing this thing.
Yeah.
And rendering the world asunder. The question is, like, do you also get her under control as she's doing that? In which case, it's just basically the two of you free-falling. Which would be hilarious and
Well,
dangerous.
might be.
That's what you're doing.
Sparrow, of course, wanted her to pin Starlight because then she could do something.
Are we arguing for a? Do we want to let you attempt to segue a pin into White Sparrow doing something before we see what Starlight does in response?
I mean, Starlight has just had her action here. That's what we are now facing, is that Starlight has in fact just done this reality storm thing.
You know what?
So
that's a good point.
If she is now reacting before we've even done something for her to react to, that would be a problem.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I think basically what we've heard here is kind of like the setup for, like, this is what's about to happen. Can the heroes overcome? Right?
Yes,
This is that setup. So so as you bowl closer to her, you see her we see Starlight like turn and regard you and being like, okay, and you see her like charge her powers up and like start going Nova essentially, in preparation for your arrival, and then you can hurl yourself upon her. And you may roll to directly engage.
And the one thing she does as she hurls herself is she shouts, "Now!" As she wants to set up for White Sparrow to be able to use team.
Do the thing you're doing.
Do whatever it is you're doing. I'm pinning her now. Just get this thing going.
All right. So
and then I'm going to
engage.
And I will spend my second hold on her.
All right.
I no longer have hold over Starlight.
Sweet. You still have influence, I think, but
I still have influence, but I have no hold.
All right.
Oh, that's right. Wait a second. I can't even. I have influence. Then using hold doesn't give me any extra bonuses.
No, it doesn't.
Well, then of course I'm not spending the second one, but I guess the first one I would still have spent because I wasn't aware of that. I didn't think of it.
Just keep the second one, right? I am not.
Okay, so I have both the holds over her still. Okay,
yeah, I'm not gonna be that guy, right?
Okay, thank you very much. So I will, in fact, because this is all or nothing right now. This really is all or nothing.
And this is all or you guys balancing on floating platforms as you're trying to stop Starlight, which might amount to nothing.
Yeah, my point is I'm going in a China shop on her. I'm pulling her through the wall if I have to.
All right.
So I have no choice. I mean, if she does this, we're all dead anyway.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Here is the risk I'm putting on you though. If you go in a China shop here, you are going to hurt people, and that's okay with me. But I'm telling you, if you go in a China shop, someone's getting hurt.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to do it without it.
Nice.
Let me see what else I have of possibilities, just to make absolutely sure, because this has got to work. And the last one is here. You go. Yeah. Okay. Then I have +4, and White Sparrow can possibly, hopefully, maybe, perhaps use team pool. Here's hoping. Okay.
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, if needs be.
Yeah, if needs be.
Needs doesn't be.
Yes, needs be. Because if you put me up one more, I'm up to kapow.
Does that matter?
No.
Yeah, doesn't it? That isn't that an extra one?
No,
I think full hit is just a full hit.
Yeah, full hit.
Never mind if it's a
You
kapow.
roll 10+. You get.
Oh, I thought if
you
we got up to the. Okay, no, in that case it doesn't matter. I thought you had to be. It was even better.
I mean, it still kind of matters what White Sparrow is doing, because it's fine. Like, you can get her, you can pin her, but that doesn't diffuse the situation. The question is like, okay, so you did this that White Sparrow set you up to do, but now what's the plan, right? Because it's not over. So let's resolve your move. Because you engage, you trade blows,
Yes.
What do you do? Pick your options. You can pick two.
Yes, I first and foremost, obviously, I resist what she throws at me. I don't avoid it. I actually resist the storm, and I create the opportunity that
Sparrow
my
needs.
Sparrow needs.
All right, sweet. So this is maybe like less of you constricting her movement, like getting her in an actual lock, right? That would be you taking freedom from her or something. But this
Yes.
is you basically like you're distracting her and maybe like getting in on like a temporary hold on her and like wrapping
something-
yourself
something
around
like
her,
that. Yeah.
so that you can line so White Sparrow can line it up. All right.
Yeah, that's
So-
the idea.
Sweet. Sparrow, what's your plan here?
Yes. So of course we see Sparrow holding up her shield and gritting her teeth as the reality storm gets even more intense. And through her gritted teeth, she utters the word "fly," and Lightwing shoots out of her as again a line of light due to the speed, doing kind of a ping pong thing to avoid all the meteors, and flies directly into Starlight, not as in, hits her, but actually into her. And basically, since Lightwing has the capacity to calm people down, I'm basically trying to supercharge that.
Interesting.
I like that.
All right,
That's
so
cool. That's
if-
really cool.
roll to
So I
unleash
don't know
your-
if it's a comfort and support or if it's unleash your power.
You're definitely unleashing your powers to do this. If you're extending your senses. If you do that, so you're in a situation now where, to honor the fiction of the move I wrote for this Ares serum, she needs the antidote administered. But I am nothing if not a sucker for the power of friendship. So roll to unleash your powers, and we'll take it from there. I might line her up to get a reroll on that serum.
Cool. And of course, since I'm using my Go Lucky pet to do this, I get a +1.
Yeah.
Do I also get a +1 from her being pinned?
Yes, you do. You can definitely take. You can take. So I don't know that you take +1 here. No, you get this opportunity at all because of it. But Diamond is in a position to spend team to help you.
That's good, because my freak is at -2.
All right.
Hey,
So swing it.
Oh!
Look at that hit. Look at that full hit. All right. So yeah, we have this like cool, elaborate-looking painting of like you in the background. Lightwing shooting forth from your form, darting like through, like crisscrossing through the incoming like storms and like swirls of cosmic dust and like flaming rocks and so on, that is being unleashed as Starlight is powering up, and strike directly into her chest and vanish in a glow of light, going inside her form. And in there we see like I think you feel like in yourself, like use White Sparrow, you feel this like intrusion of incredible anger as you kind of like share an empathic link with Starlight upon like Lightwing flying into her, and as you feel this like surge and like this badness wash over you, if you can, let's see, what do we do here? I would like you to tell me how you go about trying to get Starlight to chill. If you and then we'll make a roll, and if you succeed on that roll, then Starlight will get a chance to re-roll the Ares serum. Because
So,
actually, no, never mind. Screw the roll, because you already succeeded at unleashing your power. So let's just give her a re-roll based on you succeeding now. But still, I want you to tell me how do you give her that re-roll? Even
so
yeah.
the effect I'm supercharging is normally, since Lightwing is made out of a positive memory providing comfort and determination, I'm supercharging that and establishing an empathic link between us. So I'm flooded with anger.
there's a lot of noise on the line again.
All right.
Yeah, I hear it too. I wonder what it is.
Flooded with anger.
So yes, as I'm flooded with anger, I counter that by, as again, supercharging the comforting effect. So basically, I'm telling Starlight, you're out of control, but it's all right. You can get this under control again. And flooding her with that.
All right. So you're like beckoning to like her inner discipline.
Yeah, and probably, although it's not what I ideally would want to, probably also her fear of killing everything. But in the same time, I'm saying, but you can do this.
All right. I will absolutely take this. I will also take it for free, but I want to acknowledge your description of the fiction by offering you to mark your doom track.
I think that is very appropriate, because as I'm being flooded with anger.
Guilt and insecurity and extreme hopelessness.
You know what? Actually, to honor, to stick by the role, I absolutely want to do this. But what I think we're going to do is, we'll give Starlight the reroll, and if it's a partial hit, she can still be okay if you mark your doom track.
Sure, that makes sense.
And if it's a full hit, then you're not helping. You need to administer the antidote. If it's a partial hit or a miss, she's gonna be okay.
I actually really like that on a partial hit, because it kind of tells me that, okay, this works, but you have to take some of the anger into yourself.
Yeah, you have to like
Lighten the
you
load.
have to sponge the negativity, which is bad juju for you.
So I
by
have
the way,
to
the
roll
noise-
another danger?
Roll plus danger.
The noise comes every time you talk, by the way. But
Who?
it's Rasmus. Whenever
Ow!
that did help. I would say, by the way, that Daniel, while we are in the middle of this, was all that the White Sparrow is all what she's saying? Is that out loud?
Why not?
Is she actually saying these things? Because otherwise, what Diamond is doing is, while she's trying to get a hold on to Starlight, is continuously to say to her insistently, but urgently, really urging her to listen. It's all right. I'm here to help you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want you to be okay again. So she tries to calm her down verbally. So my point is, I would like to be able to spend team on this if possible.
But that would actually give me a plus to my danger, and that would make it harder.
Spend team, and we'll subtract 1 from whatever AJ rolls.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
the point. Yeah.
And Rasmus, you can you can answer the question of if you're saying this out loud.
I don't think she has the actual capacity to speak while doing this.
No,
Because
that's
she's also
the bird.
holding up the shield against the reality storm at the
He's
same time.
good.
All right,
If I
super
take
sweet.
it down, if I take that down by 1, it's still a hit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Basically, the reason it's only a partial one is because she still feels the complete hopelessness, insecurity, and guilt. Also, a complete and utter dislike for Sparrow for stealing Nightshade all for herself.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's good.
Leaving her out in the cold completely, because
Yes.
Nightshade keeps fucking saying, no, I don't have time, I need to be with Sparrow.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so White Sparrow.
She is unconsciously fighting the bird because the bird is you and she doesn't like you right now.
Yeah.
So I hope, yeah, well, okay. That's still, if I spend team to get her down to 7,
Yes.
can Starlight, I'm just asking, spend team selfishly to get her down to 6?
I do not believe so. No.
Okay,
think
I just
spending
wanted-
spending team and spending team selfishly are not compatible, I believe.
Okay, fine, no problem. Then there isn't any reason for me.
I mean, in case of spending team selfishly, you usually harm a teammate, right?
Yeah.
So you could argue that since she wants to harm Sparrow regardless.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. So
No, you'll have to
but the
you'll
help
have
is
to
definitely there.
crack your doom thingy to get her down because she's not all that receptive.
Your effort-
She could have resulted in me getting hurt or Diamond getting hurt, but yeah.
Diamond's effort is definitely not diminished by the lack of a team pool point being spent here, right? You still do the thing you described your character doing. And it like, we definitely hear the echo of it, like in the inner horrorscape of Starlight, where Lightwing is fluttering around in the big swirling badness. We hear like the muted echo of White Sparrow's voice and of Diamond's voice. urging her to like be well, be okay, please, like get this under control. And like as this happens, you White Sparrow, you are awash in a feeling of perpetual negativity and overcome with a lot of sense of loss of Nightshade.
Ooh, that's a sore spot.
Yeah. That's what you're feeling here, right? Because of the way Starlight's describing this. So you're overcome with like a sense of loss for the guy. And like not necessarily one of like, oh, my love is gone, but just like a general sense of like this person is now absent. Then this fills me with badness.
I have a very good question. I have an idea of how she guides the bird if she marks her doom track.
Go on.
Well, if she marks her doom track, the reason it gets even worse is because she has to find her under a hospital bed with her mother in it, hiding from the world, not wanting to come back out, because she's a horrible monster who's gonna kill everyone.
Yep, that is it. I will take that any day. So, badness happens, but you can mark your doom track now to give to let Starlight snap out of it if you want to. All right, mark your doom track, Starlight. The power of battlefield therapy and friendship and just positivity and encouragement drags you out of your stupor, and we see you physically change shape before our very eyes as your form diminishes, and instead of being like this like now muscle-bound 4 heads taller thing, you kind of like shrink into Diamond's grasp, and the fog fades from your vision as you become aware of your presence and your surroundings again.
Basically what happened is she looked up and followed the bird out.
Yeah.
I like the mental image of
the
that.
reality storm dissipates. The room and the adjoining rooms and the hallways outside the rooms and the facade of the building, all of which are now in complete ruin, but have not gone to the point of being at the point of collapse. So it's sturdy. It's just shitty.
I think immediately as soon as the reality storm ends and Starlight is back, Sparrow lets out a gasp as if she'd been holding her breath, like, and then collapses.
Well, what happens, at least for I think that's rather logical, because what I had in mind for Diamond was that as soon as now that Starlight is back, so to say, she blinks a couple of times, and very very gently, puts Starlight down on the ground. As carefully as possible. If she's conscious or unconscious, she doesn't want to hurt her as she puts her down.
Starlight is present.
Yeah,
Starlight is in shock.
And then as she lets go, as Diamond lets go of Starlight in this situation, there's a flicker in before her eyes. She has, again, the others can't see this, but again she sees this wall of code running down in front of her eye, the robotic eye, and she just slowly she looks at her hands, and I mean everything. Her clothes are torn and shredded. She's been mauled by this storm that she's just literally punched her way through, and she just looks at her hands and goes, wow, I didn't know if I could. And then she falls down to her knees, slumps, her head falls forward onto her chest, and just a couple of drops of blood trickle past her lips, and she's out. There's nobody there.
All right. Nightshade, my dude.
Yes.
What's up?
So basically, he's left with Super Daniel now.
Yes. Super Daniel is looking worse for wear, but is still standing. Super Daniel is on a precipice overlooking a couple of people tied to a column near a bomb in a room out of which Vigil just vanished following a man in a summer dress.
Okay. The description makes me giggle.
Now we know why he's swaying.
I think Nightshade is standing there just staring at Daniel, and he starts walking towards him.
He starts walking towards you too.
And as he gets within arm's reach of him.
Yeah, I want to mention that he's picking up speed as he approaches you.
Okay. Yeah, Nightshade has a very resolute look on his face, and he's not picking up speed either. He's just walking calmly towards him.
Okay. So, what are you doing here?
Once he gets close enough to either like hit Nightshade or get within arm's reach, Nightshade's going to turn into a cloud of sleeping gas and envelop Daniel.
All right.
And try and worm his way into his nose and mouth.
Cool. All right, roll to directly engage.
All right. Hot dang.
There we go. Pick 2.
I'm going to resist or avoid his blows, seeing as I am gas.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to take his consciousness away from him.
All right. So, you creep into his form, and we see you like vanish, basically like in through his nose and mouth, and then I want to say like he turns, like we see the white in his eyes, but that's all that's there. But yeah, he loses consciousness. He falls as far as he is, lands on the stone of the floor, immediately cracks, and then you reform, and he is KO.
And then once I'm assured that he is knocked out, I go and look for the rest of my team.
So, which direction? Your team are in 2 separate directions. One
I guess
being into the laboratory, one being near the now fading reality storm.
Seeing as
Also, there are people in the room tied up near a bomb.
Oh crap! Yeah, that's
with
right.
a Mickey Mouse alarm clock ticking.
I think Nightshade is going to run over to the people and avoiding the bomb and try and untie them.
All right. Roll to defend. Let me see if you trigger a trap. You don't. This is perfect. All right. So take your pick from the list.
All right. I'm going to take influence over the scientists or office workers of Mountain Chemicals.
All right. So let's say this is definitely the manager guy from before. What's his name?
Derek Smith.
Right. Cool. Derek Smith, Mountain Work Manager, Mountain Work Chemical Manager. Sweet. All right. So yeah, we see you basically like get the people loose. The bomb is of course still ticking, but you like usher people out, and now it's laboratory that way, friends that way, ticking bomb right here, and it's getting close. Have a couple of minutes. That's all.
Presently, since I'm in my Sunday best, I don't think there's anything I can really do to stop it. So I'm going to go looking for either Starlight or Sparrow, because I think their powers should possibly contain the bomb or move it.
So you walk into a destroyed laboratory, finding a diamond sitting on her knees, KO'd with blood dripping out of her nose, I think, or mouth.
Mouth.
Diamond is sitting there. White Sparrow seems to be asleep next to two like tied up lab coats, and the Starlight is seeming to like be kind of in a haze.
Okay. Glancing around, he like has a "what the hell happened" look on his face. Seeing as Sparrow's unconscious, and it seems like so is Diamond, I run over to Starlight and kind of like shake her out of her haze.
Starlight, you get snapped back to reality, and Nightshade is there.
Oops, there goes gravity.
So you snap her out of it, and now what?
As soon as
Oh,
I
sorry,
see,
I
like-
was muted.
okay.
Well, she slowly just makes a huh and looks up.
I like grab you by either side of the head and kind of like stare you directly in the eyes and say, "You have to get rid of the bomb or shield it. Do something."
What? Oh shit! Oh shit! Don't go near it.
And then I let her go as she like comes to realization.
And then she just flies off to get the bomb, but stops before she reaches it because she realizes, oh right, that's the one you can't go near.
All right. So you arrive in front of the bomb. What's the plan?
I'm gonna make a black hole eat it.
So I'm just gonna put this on you. There is a very real risk that if you do that, it's simply gonna go off before the black hole has assimilated it.
Well, what about
It
know what?
might work.
No, you know what? I'm gonna move it. She has a move where she can move herself to anywhere she's been before or anywhere she wants to go if she can see it. But this time she's going to move it away from all of us. Well, what does the countdown look on it actually?
Just a minute or so left. Thereabout.
You know what? It might be smarter just to make a moat around it. Yeah, she makes a little force field around it to keep it detained.
Alright, so you're basically trying to condense the explosion into your barrier.
Yes.
Alright.
It won't go further than inside this little area-ish.
Alright, so build your burn so you have some hold to spend, and then spend your burn to create your mode.
Wow. Nice.
There we
Much
go.
nice.
So
All the
you
awesome.
successfully mount your burn.
Okay, let's find moat. Moat.
1 point.
Spend 1 burn to create a barrier that'll hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it.
Yeah.
The GM may call for you to spend another burn if the barrier is threatened by particularly powerful enemies.
Yeah, just spend 1. This is a powerful bomb, but it's a bomb.
It's a bomb!
But it's not Sargeros' Omni laser or whatever, right? It's not the wrathful gaze of Titanius. So it's a big nasty bomb. Then as you envelop it in your in your mind field, in your cosmic energy shield. We see the hand on the clock goes like closer and tick tock, climb higher and higher, and we cut from the clock as it's moving closer and closer to its apex to find Vigil chasing after someone inside the inner laboratories. Vigil, the dude you're following has just skipped down a nearby hallway. What's the plan? The world is kind of sailing, but you have control of your motor functions.
I missed the bomb, so I don't really. Well, I don't know about it. I don't know about what's happening there. So it's you just try to chase him.
All right. So you run like after him, and you enter like what seems to be like a super secure vault chamber. As you enter, the guy seems to be like fixing with some kind of like secure some kind of secure strut placed in the floor, where he's like entering some data into an electric station fastened to the structure mounted in the floor. And as you enter the room, he turns, he looks to you, he's like, "Oh, really? Can you not?"
Yeah, I'm not even speaking to him. I'll project like a forked spear and just try to pin him to the wall.
All right. Roll to directly engage. That depends on what you know. So what you are you? Do you feel like you're directly engaging, or like you are unleashing your powers?
I think I'm unleashing my powers because there's no options for back and forth. I think in here.
Oh yeah, there.
I'm just basically using my powers to subdue him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely engaging him directly then.
Okay.
So I just have a question.
Yeah.
You're saying that you are pinning him to the wall with a forked spear or something, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm going to get really, really cheesy for a second and basically ask, so you're firing one of these things at him, is that it?
I don't get it.
Yes.
That's a Trident missile.
Missile. Yep.
That is specifically a Trident missile.
I don't know. The image does not want to load in for me, so it's like.
All right.
Wait. Never mind.
Well,
I don't know. Yeah. So it's directly engage. Okay. Well, double sixes.
Ooh, we've been rolling really well again.
Yes, I'll avoid his blows and take for him his mobility.
all right.
His ability to move.
Yeah. You pin him to the station he's working with.
Rather to the wall next to it.
There is no wall next to it.
Okay, sure.
It's in the middle of the floor of the room.
Is there a not wall like on the opposite side of the room?
Yeah, there is.
Because if it is, it's just he's throwing spear. The spear just literally catches him, carries him to the wall, and just pins him there.
That could work.
Yeah.
There would be a certain amount of comedy in that as well, which fits rather well with that situation.
Yeah, and Finn is like, he coughs a little bit, wipes his mouth, and like, well, now we can talk, I suppose.
I mean, you got me all to yourself, Buster.
So,
Oh, but before you do anything else, could you do me a favor and just hit the enter button on that thing?
No. Sadly, no.
You're no fun.
I'm sorry. I'm just dumb with computers.
Oh, but you're so young and stupid looking.
I know, right? I'm still shirtless, by the way. So, 3 questions. Who are you? What do you want? And what did you do to Sparrow?
Kids these days, who am I? Who am I? I am shocked. I am shocked, but mostly I'm hurt.
Do you remember that scene? That's off character. Do you remember that scene when we were in the prison of not in the prison, in those cells of exemplars?
Yeah.
When I was throwing darts at the force field.
Yeah.
That's basically what happens here. Every time he's like going off topic, it's like dart. At first they are like blunt or like just slightly sharp, just to be prickly. You know.
Oh, now you're talking. Okay, let's do this.
It's like, okay, my questions still stand. Who are you?
Take a good look.
I don't know. I don't want to judge you. You know, clearly you dress how you want to.
Well, I mean that's true, but you're missing the point, boy.
And I'm throwing another dart. I'm clearly at him, and I'm hitting him. Clearly, I'm not.
Come again?
I'm just throwing another sharp dart, and like I'm not missing the point.
Boy, oh boy. The times used to be that I could not go down in a crowded street without people screaming my name in terror. Now look what it's come to. Some doofus musclehead who don't even know my name.
I'm shaking my fist back and forth.
Are you familiar?
Sorry.
Maybe you've heard of one of the... I suppose you style yourself a superhero, don't you, young man? I mean, you don't really have the, your underwear on the outside, but you still seem like you're trying for the gig anyway.
Hilarious.
So, if that's the case, have you perhaps heard of the Cowl?
The cow?
Cow?
It's like the thing that gives milk, Like, yeah, those things give milk.
No, you stupid boy. The Cowl. The Cowl.
Who?
Oh, you mean like an edgy thing that sometimes like kids that are very very into like their dark side wear, like,
I would have thought,
or like they call a hood, basically.
I had hoped you would at least respect the old timers in your own branch of this business. Well, you can call me your new best friend, or you can call me Wisecrack.
Like crack, maybe. Wise, no, not necessarily.
You want to know something really funny?
No, but that won't stop you from saying it.
You should have pressed enter. And a diode on the machinery, like that you ripped him away from with the spear, like switches from green to orange, and 3 little ports in the top of it open, and 3 glass cylinders, like metal-rimmed glass cylinders, like get ejected out of it, like raised up out of it. And inside are these like little blue prisms, stacked in like rows as though they're like pearls in a string. And his face is like just splitting in a wry smile, like as he opens a makeup mirror he's holding in one hand. punching his finger into the rouge inside it, and a single red laser beam shoots out, clips one of them. A bluish fluid starts sloshing out onto the ground, and as it hits, it evaporates into this mist that starts crawling up through the room. You have a moment to react here. What do you do?
Ow.
I would act because we are in the vault kind of thing.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah, you're in basically like what's a secure facility, right? You're in a clearly clearly high end section of this particular laboratory. And this is definitely where they store like you have walked past biological danger level 4 signs on the wall. Like you are in a place that is deliberately locked down for the purpose of storing dangerous shit.
I cannot stop the vial is already broken. I cannot stop that.
Yeah, the vial is broken.
Okay. I'm like, well, have fun with that, and I'm just backing out. Like I'm just sprinting out of the room, leaving him pinned.
Very nice. So as you walk out, he giggles. You hear like the giggling fade as you run out of there. Yeah, you just amscray as you come back out of the laboratory again. You see Starlight and Nightshade both look in concentration at what appears to be a bomb in the middle of the outside room. And as you watch it, Starlight creates a barrier around it, and moments later, the thing explodes. There's a violent shuddering as the barrier like shakes under the eruption, and then the explosion fades and nothing happens.
I think Nightshade lets out a breath he didn't know he was holding.
Sounds right.
Which side of the body?
And he claps Starlight on the back and is like, "Whew, good job."
Thanks. Sorry, I had to be sure that I didn't mute. Otherwise, it would be stupid to talk to you guys.
Getcha.
No, you won't get me.
Yes, I will.
No!
Okay. Yeah, basically, like when Finn enters the room again. His I don't know how high did he got stabbed. Like if he got stabbed straight in the belly, it's just like his midsection, a Cowl is like covered in blood, probably.
Yeah, you have a bleeding wound somewhere in your midsection.
Yeah. It's like well, I chased that guy. I think I pinned him into. I think he is still pinned in the wall, in the vault. But I think he released something. Like a blue guy.
What guy?
You might somebody might have mistaken him for a woman, but he was clearly a guy.
That's the dude that stabbed me with the thing.
Well, I'm not sure how safe is it in there, but we can.
No, come on, Brain. You should have said me too.
Oh, yeah. Stop, buddies.
I turned to Starlight and I'm like, "You got stabbed?"
And then I went crazy.
Well, I think injected is that would be more like because he's like looking her over like, yeah. I think he injected her like here.
Totally stabbed. And then she just heads that way. We can't just leave him down there.
Well, he is kind of immobile, and I don't know what that gas is, but...
Don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
It's okay. My power should keep me safe. I might be able to go in and retrieve him.
But we need to do something about that gas.
Do we
too.
have to? Do we have to? I mean, yes, definitely we should.
Diamond and Sparrow are out of it. You might go check on them.
Yeah, I'll carry them out.
And then Nightshade is going to start heading towards that lab that Vigil was talking about.
All right. So as you approach, you find that like several security doors have been closing behind you, Vigil. And like there's like these like little.
I would say
orange-
if I was using my speed, I would probably be busting them open most likely.
Using your speed will have caused you to get out of there, right? Like not to bust them open. So there's like these security shutters that have shut down, like pleasantly little like orange lights turning around, giving a little warning sign. But you can override them manually from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can just move through them. Poof, 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 poof. Because
That's
she's
true.
annoying like that.
No door stops you.
Yeah.
Nope.
So just basically having been able to observe that the doors are like shut, you can make your way through them from the outside, no problem. Just like have to do an override or move through them or whatever. The point is, you arrive, of course, at the designated room from before, and upon entering, I guess so. The question is, as you are just outside the room that Vigil designates as, oh, this is that room. What do you do?
Well, Starlight makes a moat around herself so the fumes won't get to her.
All right, so you raise a barrier where you're at, but then what?
Nightshade does nothing. And then he waits for Starlight to get her mode up and then just opens the door.
All right, so you open the door and you walk into this, like you walk into the world I described before. Do you know how like when it's like misty in the morning, and like the mist is just like leg height?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of like that. You walk into like this dense fog that has fallen down and has washed over the floor of the room. In the room, there is, aside from like a bunch of blue, of course, there is what appears to be like a cracked cylinder of some kind of like half-broken prisms, that from which this stuff is clearly spilled, and then there are two empty podiums, and there is a spear stuck in the wall.
There's no one in here.
I'm guessing the man that Vigil pinned has gotten away.
I were about to ask how, and then I realized how we get in and out of building, and now I'm not even gonna question it. We should stop this.
Yep. I kind of like kneeled down into the fog and try and feel it out, see what it is exactly by touching it with my hand.
You have no idea what it is. It feels weird. It feels incomplete, is what it feels like.
All right, then I am trying to do something new.
Ooh.
She is going to spend a burn and
wait.
mark a condition
Yeah.
to open up her mind to the world around her with her powers. So she is using her powers to look into the cosmic energies of the world.
Yeah.
And I can ask any one question about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can activate your power, and you may.
And now she gets scared because this is the first time she's doing this, and fuck, this is fucking horrifying.
I can imagine.
She realizes after everything that's happened, and she is able to use this mode and stuff like that, that she can actually tap into her powers and see more of it. So she starts to light up, kind of like, you know, the complete Zen person that floats mid-air and goes hum.
Yeah, I get you. You're Senyato.
Only for everyone else, it's like the little galaxy on her chest opens up and starts shining out into the entire room.
Pass into Halcyon.
Jeez.
Sure. So we see you we see that you the live stream pours off you as you do this trick, and then you may ask me one question about the world around you. What would you like to know?
Well, she wants to know how to stop this fog thingy.
Right. So you reach out with your awareness, and you.
How do I neutralize this shit?
Yeah. You become aware of emergency systems that should have been activated to drain the fog out of this room, but they seem to have been overridden. If you could just activate those, then this would likely be harmlessly dissipated into secure containers that will neutralize or keep it there for posterity until someone deals with it.
All right. Can I see where these thingies are?
Yeah, it's you just basically need to turn a key and punch a button on a panel nearby.
All right, then she goes out of this, walks over, turns the key, and punches the button.
Before she does that, I want to absorb a little bit of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
So that's definitely. I don't even want to make you roll for this because I want you to have this.
Okay.
It's too good. It's too good to not have this. Actually, I will make you roll, but the result is just gonna be something different. But yeah.
Okay.
Maybe unleash your powers to suck up these juices.
Oh God damn it!
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful.
Marking potential.
Yep, mark potential. Definitely. You successfully absorb some of this stuff, and you can feel like, yeah, I did this. You also feel like this is incomplete and feels bad. But that's about the extent of what you can get out of this. However, it is upon this time that you become aware of the fact that you've left your friend behind.
Yup.
Huh? But she's right there beside him.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about Daniel Thornton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
well, that
rushed
happened.
back. As I see you activate the filtration system for this room, I run back to check on Daniel.
So we see you leg it back in the other direction, and as the fog fades, we get a look of you guys looking down and spotting something on the floor, and we get a top-down view of the room of you guys standing on it, and someone has spray painted a smiley face on the floor with green spray paint that is now left in a female's handbag, like a female's purse lying on the floor. And then someone has something has burned a hole in the floor of this place.
Burned a hole in it?
Yeah, a man-sized hole, in fact.
Starlight looks at it calmly, and then she's about to say something to Mr. who were with her, and then realizes, oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
he's just where? Oh, he's gone. Well, I should probably follow the bastard who ran away, and then she goes into the hole.
Yeah. So going through the hole basically leads you out of a series of corridors that you can then you're just landing on a spot downstairs, and you don't really know where you are, where it's going. But meanwhile, Nightshade, you emerge back into the aforementioned chamber where the bomb was, and you can see where you thought Daniel Thornton was gonna be. Instead, he's not there, and we see you as you gaze through the panoramic view of the room, gazing upon the outside. You see a helicopter pull away with Daniel Thornton's monster form tied up in some cables, and the form of this this dude in the summer dress hanging on the rope ladder, flipping you off and then waving at you as the helicopter flies into the middle distance and disappears.
Getting a view of him flying off in the distance, would I recognize him? Because I think we established that Sparrow and I both follow the superhuman culture.
Yeah, This is a golden age villain. He is pretty old by now. He goes by Wisecrack. He is the nemesis of the first generation superhero known as the Cowl.
Okay.
Mo.
He is one of the
Bless you.
one of the oldest still in the business. A lot of the older villains either die or stop doing villain stuff when they get too old. He is notoriously still active. He is also very not sane.
Okay.
Okay, question.
Yes?
Do I see the helicopter flying away?
No. Because you're still in the room, right?
No, I told that I'm getting the Sparrow and Diamond outside.
Ah, sweet. Yeah,
So-
then you totally do. You see the helicopter pull off.
Can I pull off my mother's move from the last episode?
Oh, no, because this is the failure consequence of Nightshade's role. So no, you just get there in time to enjoy the sight of them pulling away from the maximum range of your offensive capabilities.
Yes, I'll basically. Since everybody is out, I will just take both Diamond and White Sparrow on my arms and just speed away from I did to my place or to Diamond's hovel thing.
All right. So, meanwhile, Starlight, you're downstairs, trying to make your way through the underbuilding. Well, it's not under the building, but it's just like the lower floors, like 18 floors above street level or something. As you think you found your way, to where this guy has vanished off to. There's a section of the wall that seems to have like been exploded off, but he's not anywhere to be seen.
A what?
You basically like find the place where the guy exited onto the helicopter and flew off.
She looks up. Does she see the end of the helicopter?
Nah.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it takes you a good deal, like a bit longer to actually make your way out to this place than it does for the others to just like look out a window and see it.
She makes a. I hate villains.
I think that's a shared sentiment among many superheroes.
And then she turns around, puts her hands in her pockets because they just appear when she tries to do that.
So when you turn around, you look into someone's chest.
I do?
Yeah.
Who?
Is it a hot chest?
It is the chest of some guy wearing a cowl.
I just. They're gone. And then she turns around.
I bet it's the cow.
Fuck. She does make the. Oh, fuck. Oh.
You there?
Shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, who the hell are you? Scared the shit out of me.
I still read some remaining biological signs on you. Do you mind holding still for a moment? He reaches into the cowl and produces from what appears to be a utility belt of sorts a little spray bottle that he shakes and then applies a spritz to your neck. You feel a sudden like prick of pain and then a sense of relaxation down your body. You didn't realize you had been so incredibly tense ever since you were snapped out of your situation, but you had been.
She just jumped back in the total. No. Not before he gets to spritz her, but it's just like, oh no, you don't. And then she realizes what he did, and then just looks at him. She is not trusting him.
It's a pretty tall guy, pretty broad shoulders. He has a cowl covering his entire form, of course. Going all the way up into a mask that covers everything but a little cutout of his mouth that appears to belong to a very old liver-spotted man. And as you do with a perpetual like downward facing like a perpetual scowl on his face. But as you pull away, he comments, there, it should take effect within a couple of days. You should feel no tension.
Who are you?
I'm just a has-been kid. Trying his best.
She still gives him the stink eye with I don't trust you.
So basically, the Cowl is old Batman.
I'm Cowl.
Where's
Rachel?
All right.
I'm a man with a war left to win.
Yep.
So, who are you again? She's not relenting.
You can call me the Cowl.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Starlight.
Well, don't leave your back exposed, Starlight.
Who's that I did? And then she struts past him.
Defiantly, like, I don't feel a sense of pain in my neck. No.
I'm completely okay.
And though we see the scowl turn into you know how some people can smile with the edges of their mouths pointing down?
Mm-hmm.
That. And upon like leaving the room, I'm going to say that you cannot stop yourself from taking just the last look over your shoulder to see like who was this person, and he's not.
Well, actually, she's gonna. But thank you.
Yeah, and he's not there.
Shit, you bastard! I'm gonna fucking find him again. That little shit. He's not gonna fucking sneak up on me again. She mutters all the way back up.
So upon leaving the building and like getting everyone to safety and so on, you might be thinking like, okay, let's just get out of here. But as you leave the building, a bunch of people are standing behind like a fire safety barrier and like being treated with like, you know, crisis treatment. And a bunch of them are like pointing at you as you exit and applaud. These are mostly the people you saved from the building. But yeah, like a bunch of the workers are sitting out here and basically like greet you with cheer as you emerge.
How is Diamond doing?
Well, I took Diamond and Sparrow away to, well, whatever location is closer, either my place or the Diamonds.
Let's say the mall is a good place. Yeah.
For the record, guys, you should probably know that disentangling Diamond from the position she's in is probably going to involve violence.
Yeah, you're basically kind of. She seems to be in rigor mortis.
Your hydraulics went off.
Precisely.
So
her what went off?
So she's just basically heavy.
Yes, very.
He has godly strength, so I don't.
Yeah. I just wanted to because she's going to be somewhat unwieldy to carry around.
I want to put this to you that the White Sparrow and Diamond are both KO'd right now.
Yeah.
You are hovering on the fringes of awareness, just enough that you may have dreams of someone applauding something. Yeah. As you are being taken away from the scene.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Sparrow's also having a nightmare, so that probably turns real sinister real fast.
Yeah, that's definitely it, right? Like,
yeah, because I think I was just actually get out of my head. You're not paying rent.
I'm performing in front of the Royal Theatre, and I'm not wearing pants, and everyone's applauding.
No, I think in Diamond's case, it's more a matter of seeing this matrix-like piece of code running down this green code, running over a black background, and it's kind of fizzly and splotchy and so on. And ever so often, she hears fragments of of conversation, and she can hear Van Halen's voice, and she can see glimpses of her or of scientists whose faces are covered in masks. She can see needles. You mentioned it your last time yourself.
Yeah.
And I think at some point, probably right around the time where she gets put down again somewhere, her head rises very, very stiffly, very mechanically. Her head goes up from the sitting position, and she just looks straight ahead. There's nobody home. There's nobody behind the eyes. She just looks straight ahead and says, "Weapon D, reporting for duty."
And then you regain your senses?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's a shitty moment.
Please tell me the at the end of the code, like it stops and it says reboot $Y/N. And then you see the Y flash, and then you come to.
No, I wish I could give you that reassurance, but no.
Dang it.
I imagine the fragments of conversations she hears Starlight calling for her.
If anything,
she won't be able to feel it, I'm pretty sure, but tapping her face with Diamond.
basically the thing, like the thing that like Diamond experiences is like as described, right? It's like a bunch of like the Matrix code running by, and then like little waveforms of audio files opening up, and like the sound of Van Halen behind glass being like continue the procedure. Then opening another one, but it's risky. Continue the procedure again, over and over again, as you've gone under the knife several times in a row, and then finally there is the like I think it's an echo of what you're saying, right? Like it's like activate the weapon, and then you wake up and it's like weapon deactivated, and then you like kind of shake yourself out of it, like kind of like when you wake up from a nightmare and you're still in the nightmare even though you're awake for a couple of minutes.
I think she might actually see that whole reset from factory settings, but not like that, but reset command prompt. But instead of it being yes or no, she doesn't choose either on it. It just fizzles out. She regains her, her vision.
Can I suggest an alternative, because I'm okay with that?
Yeah.
Because it's just an alternative.
Yeah, sure.
Just like reset, and you like there's the Y flashes, and then a line appears that is like privileges not granted, and then
right, that works. Down. I'll go with that one. I like that one.
Cool, and then you wake up. And I think we'll just like we'll round it off here with you guys returning, because like you successfully saved a bunch of people from this situation.
It's a rather nice cliffhanger, actually.
Yes.
It is a kind of nice cliffhanger that the last thing they actually hear is her looking up the stiff look and weapon deactivating.
Hell yeah!
Oh, I would.
And then
would everybody hear that? Because I explicitly took to the two KO'd people to safe locations, so that I would be only one awake.
Oh no,
for this.
I totally want everyone to hear it. That is
okay.
so on point. So this is like she's KO'd for a while after you brought them there, and then upon everyone returning, everyone is just kind of huddled around. Are you okay? White Sparrow is like waking up, and then Starlight is like poking Diamond, being like, "Hello, are you awake?" And then just sits up right, and then there definitely, and that will cliffhanger it there and be super spooky for those who don't realize that like this is it's okay, guys. It's just very scary.
Well, the first thing Diamond sees when she gets her vision back is a Starlight smiling widely. Diamond.
And a little box around her, like target priorities.
Well, we'll see that next time.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
definitely
you're not gone full haywire, but there's definitely that moment of like you've basically been shook up, right? And your insides are readjusting.
We'll get to the point of her not being that dangerous next time around, but this is pretty cool that the whole episode literally ends with her saying "weapon deactivating," and then
this is how we know this isn't like the end, right? This is how we know
exactly. Continue next month.
Yeah.
So definitely the episode or the issue needs to be called "The Last Laugh."
Oh.
Yeah. Definitely, absolutely.
I'm in agreement.
Last laugh it is.
And I think
What's
it
the
should
cover?
be called the cover is the green smiley with a little bit of
yes.
smoke all around it and the hole in the ground, and you just see was it Nightshade who saw that hole in the ground?
It was Starlight and
Starlight.
Vigil.
Starlight and Vigil. Okay, yeah, and then the two of them looking at that, and then. And I think that should be it, especially with that title. It should be,
Yes.
something like that.
All right.
We could add just in the background a knocked out Sparrow and a knocked out Diamond.
Yeah.
That could be down in the corner in sort of like a blast, one of those cut out blast inserts. You see in one corner you see Starlight lying there on the ground looking out cold, and on the other you just see the silhouette of Diamond on her knees with clearly with blood dripping from her lips.
All right. So let's make our end of session moves. Diamond, did you grow closer to the team into your own image of yourself or away?
Closer.
All right.
Definitely
Who made you feel closer?
That's all of them did. Damn it!
All right.
Well, possibly with but no. I mean, I have to choose some. I have to choose one or more of them.
Yeah.
But I think what did it early on in this was it was very early on in the story with the whole bonfire, everybody turning up for the bonfire thing. It was actually it was Nightshade who made her feel like this is a fun and pretty normal thing to do. And then he brought out the hot dogs, and you can buy your way to Diamond's cold metallic heart with hot dogs.
This is a custom move that applies only to Diamond. This is like if it's just a move that has like a specific trigger. If given hot dogs take influence.
Yes. If given pizza, remove influence.
All right, so cool. Give influence to Nightshade.
And already have it.
All right,
yep.
Adjust Diamond's labels.
So definitely mundane is going up.
Okay.
Relatability, sure.
And freak going down.
Wow, man, my freak has gone down by 3 points over the last 2 episodes. That's really wild.
You're a real boy.
Found like you feel like it makes sense to me, right? Like you're being less and less isolated and more like, yeah, you're a strange, weird freak, but so are we all. So you're not. Eureka. Cool. So either clear a condition or mark potential. Your choice.
I don't have any conditions. I'm really damn good at not getting conditions, even though angry could actually, at times it makes sense for her at least.
One day we'll see Diamond when she has the angry condition marked, and that'll be a scary day.
That we've already seen it once, but we're gonna see. I think we're gonna get a better picture of it now that we know her a bit better. But I'm gonna mark potential because yay.
Hell yeah. All right.
I might add that you can have one of my conditions. I have 4.
Scary. Okay.
The only thing she isn't is angry.
Yeah, clear some of them, please.
Why?
Because you are a neurotic mess.
Sure, but I kind of want to see what happens when all of them comes in.
No. Oh no.
So
What?
Finn,
I've never tried that before.
what's your end of session move?
I think he grew closer to the team. Just
Yeah, you came back from prison and was received.
yeah, he basically reset himself.
All right. Who made you feel welcome?
I would say because I always like pretty on the same level, but just I'm just going to give it for the more for the entertainment value than for personal, just because Starlight was chasing him when he was butt naked.
Oh, we're closer because I chased you with your pants. All right.
Yes.
Put them on! Never!
Put on your trousers!
Look at me, I'm a little helicopter.
Look, Starlight, I'm doing the elephant! Fuck! Stop it! Put on your trousers!
So,
I am a motorboat.
so Starlight. Starlight.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Okay.
Drip, drip, drip.
Here is my handle, here's my spout.
Starlight, please take influence over him quickly so we can move on.
Well, I already have
my
influence
All
over
right.
him.
Yeah.
Then change Vigil's labels. I remember
Well,
his savior is locked.
Well, that means that his freak is going down and his mundane going up because that was a very teenager thing to do.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You were drunk. This is now a thing that helps your self-image.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even though Starlight didn't look, she took a bunch of pictures and they are so going up on social media.
He doesn't even go on social media, so it's like...
Exactly.
with hashtag
He suddenly gets very popular with certain audiences online.
hashtag stand vigil.
I imagine...
I think a picture of him from behind, where he's just standing in a victory pose with a buck-naked ass looking out over the lake with a freedom above his head. And just the only comment there is stand vigil.
Alright, hashtag stand vigil.
Yeah, it's.
So-
I'm sad to say, it already is.
So, Starlight, clearer condition or mark potential, your choice.
What?
Clearer condition or mark potential?
Why?
Sorry, what? We're not at Starlight. What am I doing? Vigil. Clearer condition or mark potential?
But potential. I want my conditions because I want to fail more next time.
Sweet. Next level.
Come on! During those 2 sessions, I gain only 1 potential. This is wrong.
Nightshade.
Yes.
Your end of session move, please.
I grew closer to the team.
All right. Who made you feel closer?
And
Oh, welcome.
I think Diamond. Because of the hot dog scene and then our second fastball special that we had going.
Yes, we gotta make that into a move.
Your diamond was
We really have to.
you kind of worked well, right? You immediately jumped into the role of leader, and everyone just like grabbed the balls you were throwing and like ran with them, right? You were like hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, and everyone's just like, yep. Sure. And then
I hate to say it, but in this case, quite literally, because fastball special.
yeah,
So we grabbed the balls and ran with them, or in my case, threw them.
I mean.
No, give Vigil his balls back. He
Yeah.
just freed them.
Also, I want it's not fair because there are already like 2 people gunning for Nightshade's balls, so you should.
No. Don't worry.
There's only one gunning for his balls. What the hell are you talking about?
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
Monica.
Not only is she not interested, but neither is he. Not with her strength. That
So-
said, okay, I can adjust I can adjust your labels, is what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, I am going to, because quite frankly, as I said, Diamond thinks quite highly of him. That's why I gave him influence in the middle of the session like that. She thinks quite highly of him and thinks he's a really good leader. So I'm going to raise superior.
Yep.
Okay.
And I am going to drop freak.
All right.
Sweet. All right, Starlight, your end of session move.
Well, just because he grew closer, I'm gonna say she grew away from the team because everyone just landed her with a naked fin. No.
Shouldn't we hear before we go there? Shouldn't we hear if Nightshade went for clear condition or mark potential?
Yes, we should.
Oh, marking potential.
Okay,
Alright,
just
there we go.
you know.
Well,
I didn't remember if
actually-
Nightshade had any conditions, so...
Nope, none.
I am between growing closer to the team or growing into your own image.
Alright.
Because both thing was actually pretty. She was fucking dangerous, and that is kind of what she sees herself as. But she also grew kind of closer to the team. I don't know. It's
So,
equally.
which do you think is like the most appropriate here? Was it more that you were like, you know what? No, yeah, I got a good look at like how dangerous I can be, or was it a question of, well, and then being yanked out of that feeling of anger by the power of friendship brought me like means that I was closer to you. Like which is
Please
it?
don't call it power, friendship.
I mean, that's what it was, and I'm okay with that because you know I'm not. This is not. Despite last session, this is not actually a postmodern comic book issue. So, yeah.
This is not comics noir, not yet.
I think it's closer to the team then.
All right. Who made you feel welcome?
Well, both Sparrow and Diamond did.
Yeah, make a call.
But I'd say Diamond because she still doesn't really like Sparrow.
All right.
Fair enough.
It's not as much as she says, "Oh, I hate you." It's more a matter of, yeah, you're taking Nightshade,
Yeah, I get you.
and I am sort of very, very sad about that. So I can't really look at you.
I am a very scary Nova, and I have a friend that I can hang out with to blow off steam, which is very necessary for me. And that guy is not paying attention to me because he's busy flirting with this girl. Yeah, it's totally a teenage thing to be upset with that girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's still like, I know she's my friend, but how the hell does he want to hang out with a girl who's not even real? And fuck, she is real. I'm just, oh fuck, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not... A very bad part of me totally wants the drama of Starlight, like, blowing White Sparrow's secret. And being
Oh, I know. Me too.
Oh, so good. Anyway, so grew closer to Diamond. Did Diamond take influence?
I already have it.
All right, adjust Starlight's labels.
And that will be because it's going to be either freak or danger that needs to go one down. And because the whole point is, yeah, it was super dangerous, but you also came back from it. It's much the same kind of thing that happened the time before last session between Diamond and Starlight, except it's the other way around this time. So I'm going to drop her freak by 1, and I'm going to raise her mundane by 1.
All right.
Yay, mundane of -1. Woohoo!
All right. And do you clear a condition or mark potential, Starlight?
There. You are a walking bomb.
Yeah, but the thing
I
is,
know.
clearing conditions to me is like, it's something that has to happen in game, otherwise it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I mean, so
that's
this denotes the assumption of things happening in downtime, but it's fine. You can do whatever you prefer to do.
I think her afraid slowly clears because she's no longer in the cosmic thingy that told her stuff.
Right, you felt a bit more safe from the aftermath of this.
When she got out of it, yes, it's just like, okay. I didn't get eaten by the cosmic powers I were looking at. Good, okay. And Diamond is back. Good.
all is right in the world now. We can chill. All right, White Sparrow.
Weapon, what can I say? Weapon deactivating. Yeah, she's back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Tell me of your
me.
end of session move, White Sparrow.
Yes, contrary to everyone else, I think I'm going to say that I moved away from the team.
Delightful.
Quite specifically, I took a huge bucket of Starlight doesn't like me right in the soul. And, yeah.
That's twice in a row she's moved away from the team.
All right, that makes sense.
Yep.
Take influence over you away from another character.
Well, it makes sense to take it away from... Not really. I don't want to.
Well, you can give it back if you want to at the start of next session, but you have to take it away now.
Take it away, Arnie!
This is about like not necessarily that like if Starlight made you feel like that you were not a part, like not like she made you feel unwelcome or made you feel like you are detached. That can extend as a kind of like, you know, like rings in the water thing where you're like, well, then this person, maybe I have to view that person differently too.
You know what? You know, I can link this in that case, even though it's really. I think I'll take away influence from Nightshade because I think she understood what the problem was, so she might be trying to distance
that
herself
is
from
so
nice.
fucking on point.
Nice.
That's a good choice.
That is.
Yeah, what you felt was a loss of Nightshade.
Delete.
Yep. I mean,
And it was
she
linked
does
to
what
you.
she got heavily, so she'll probably get it back quite easily, but
I like it.
Like he's totally in a position to get it back, right? But right now, this is you being like, no, I must detach myself from this person because, yeah,
exactly.
so good. All right, very cool. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for this session. This was hella fun as always. I did not know how exactly I wanted this to go. I never do. The only thing I did know when I started this was I knew about 20 minutes in advance of playing this session. I learned that Adam West had died, and I knew that with certainty I wanted to do something in the session that was a nod, be it subtle or ham-fisted as holy fuck. I wanted to do a nod to Batman. So I threw the general idea for the conflicts in this session like together in 20 minutes. And I'm so very happy that you were so good at just picking it up and running with it. So thank you very much for that, and thank you for being awesome as usual. And to you, dear viewing audience, thank you so very much for tuning in to yet another session of Halcyon City Defenders on CharismaToAC. We have fun playing masks. It's a hilarious teenage view at superhero life, which is not always easy, not always lighthearted, but damn if it isn't fun to play. Thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you next time for more masks. Until then, bye.
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 Hashtag send Vigil.